questions. The first question is, what brought you to Sigsbee?
What brought me to Sigsbee was my husband is in the military and he got transferred down here and we fell in love with it, decided to stay.
What made you want to start teaching?
I started teaching because I was a volleyball coach first, and my dad sat me down and said, you need a lot of time off for coaching, and have you thought about teaching? Because the schedules kind of work out, and that led me to teaching 20 years later.
What's your favorite thing about Sigsbee?
My favorite thing would be probably the field trips. I think it's awesome that Sigsbee gets to go on all these unique places like Fort Sac and Marine Lab and Everglades, and I think that's pretty awesome.
And then the last thing is, what is Fort Sac and
I'm a twin. I have a twin sister. She is also a teacher at an elementary school. She lives in Orlando, but yeah, I'm a twin sister.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Today we're going to be talking about the Penny Wars. From April 25th to the 29th, the Penny Wars happened. It was a competition between kindergarten through 8th grade to see who would raise the most money for their grade. Pennies and dollar bills gave you grade positive points, and silver coins deducted points. 4th grade has been the winner now for 2 years in a row, so hopefully 6th grade can win this year. I'm Olivia Snow, reporting from Sigsbee. Now to our next segment.
Good morning, Sigsbee. Today we're going to learn a bit about kitten season with Miss Amina from the SPCA. So can you tell us a little bit about kitten season? Like, what is it?
Yeah, so kitten season is what we call the time of the year when a lot of mama cats are having babies, and so we get a lot of the young kittens here at the shelter during kitten season. And in the Florida Keys, because it is so warm, kitten season lasts a really long time. So it usually starts in about March or April, and it'll go all the way through September or October. So during all of those months, we end up with a lot of kittens here at the shelter. Sometimes it's a litter of kittens with a mama cat. Sometimes it's a litter of kittens by themselves. Maybe something happened and they got separated from the mama cat. And so we end up taking in a lot of kittens during that time, and we provide everything they need. If they're little tiny, then they get milk at the beginning, and then they transition to food, like cat food, and we do all of their vaccines and their spay-neuter surgery, and then once they're old enough, they go up for adoption. So there's a lot that goes into getting all the kittens ready for adoption and then getting them adopted out.
Do you have any kittens right now?
We do have some kittens right now. It's been fingers crossed, knock on wood. It's been a little slow starting the kitten season, which is good. We don't want to see a ton of cats out there that need homes. So we do have some kittens here at the shelter who have already been vaccinated and spayed and neutered and are ready for adoption. And we do still have a few kittens in foster homes that are still a little too young to be adopted. So they're getting taken care of by fosters until they're ready to go up for adoption.
So what can people at Sigsbee or like just people in general do to help?
Yeah, there's a lot that people can do to help during kitten season. A big way to help is to become a foster. So you do have to be a grown-up to foster, or at least have a grown-up's permission. A lot of times, parents will have their kids involved and help with the fostering process. But when those little tiny babies come in, a lot of times they're too young to be at the shelter, and so we need to get them into homes until they're old enough to be at the shelter. If you can't foster, then there's a lot of supplies that we need during kitten season. We need kitten replacement milk. It's like baby formula basically, but for kittens, and bottles and heating pads and all kinds of supplies. And you can find all of that on our website. If you go under the kitten season page, it shows all of our supplies that we need donated. You can also donate money to help us buy all of those supplies. And then there's other ways you can help too, like you can donate money to sponsor a litter of kittens. So that means that you help with all of their supply needs and you get to name them also. So there's a lot of fun ways to get involved and to help.
Well, thank you for meeting with me. I'm Rosalind Carr reporting for Sigsbee News with Miss Amina from this SPCA.
Thank you so much, Rosalind. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to start doing a series of reminders of things that are happening around Key West. Currently, for those of you that are too cool for the dance, are going to go to skate night on May 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. In order to go, you have to bring your own skates and sign a waiver for you to go on the rink if you haven't already done so. I'm Gabby, reporting for Sigsbee. Now to our next segment.
Want to hear two?
Yeah.
What's yellow and doesn't float?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
A school bus.
Good one, Sammy.
Want to hear another one?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a basketball and a football?
I don't know, what is it?
Tennis balls are green. Okay. What did the buffalo say when his son was leaving for school?
Not sure.
Bye, son.
Good.